Week 2 for mind. So last week we had an overview of the different action items that we need to take. So what I want to introduce to you today is what's called SMART guidelines. It's basically a technique on how to get things done, how to prioritize things. So we want each item to follow one of these tools. One is specific. It needs to be measurable. It needs to be achievable, so attainable. It needs to be relevant, and it needs to be time-bound. So an example of something like this would be, I need to schedule a consult with a divorce lawyer to determine how much it will cost. So this is us breaking down the specific item that you're dealing with, and we're making sure it's specific. So your task is to call the lawyer, right? It's time-bound this week. It's measurable. You're getting the price. There's something that's coming out of it that you're able to measure. The call and how much you're getting something out of it. Relevant is it's something that you're dealing with right now. So I want us to look at each item that we put on the list and see how we could form it into a SMART goal, into a SMART guideline. How can we make it very specific? So I need to find a job now, right? This week I need to start looking for a job. This week is time. The job itself is measurable, it's specific, and it's relevant. And it's something that you are able to do, right? It's not out of your reach to be able to start looking. So we want to look at each of these items and make sure it's following these guidelines. And we're going to break it out more and more until we're able to take those steps, which is a little different than review and planning. Organizing and things like that. We want to really, really hone in on what the actual goal is. And next week we will do the steps. So if you need help, I'm here. Everything we're writing these down. We're thinking about this. Please don't be intimidated by it. If it's hard to think about SMART goals and making sure it's measurable and obtainable, don't let that stop you from breaking it down more. Let me give you an example of something. I need to call a lawyer, right? So one way we can be more specific with that is I need to call a divorce lawyer this week. If you find that you don't know a divorce lawyer or you have no idea of references, we might not want to jump that far ahead. It might not be attainable. So let's think, take smaller steps. So I need to reach out to 3 people that may know a divorce lawyer for recommendations. I may need to look on the internet for recommendations for lawyers. So it might not be that you have to call them today. That might be a little too overwhelming, or you may not have what you need in order to get that done. So it's important to think about the goals like that. If you need help, call me, text me. We can break it down together. But just start thinking a little bit more specific when you're looking at each item on the list.